Alright, it's July 27th, 2018, and we're back at it again. I ordered some new latches for the driver's side door, and that's what we have here. So here's the old one here. Problem was, that little spring right there is supposed to have a tang. That's a clock spring. It's torsion wound. It's supposed to have a tang that comes off and wraps around that little nub there. Well, it's broken off. That was inside. No, actually, this is where is it? Where's all my parts? Oh my God! Oh, there's the other one. There it is. Okay. This side here, same deal. Had a spring there, it's broken off. And it again was wrapped around a little nub. Right, where'd it go? There it is, right there, that little nub. Well, that's broken off too. So anyway, this part went on top of here like that, and it was riveted in place. And I had to drill out the rivets to get inside, see what was going on, and I decided, yeah, toast. I'll never find a spring like that again. So anyway, I got these guys. I got one for both sides of the car. And this should do the job. So it's all purty. See there? It's all nice and shiny. Oh boy. So I'm debating whether to try to get the window out, which is cracked, and replace that, because it'll be easier with this mechanism out. So let's go out to the truck though. I guess you guys never saw really a picture of the back of the truck, but this bed was low on the right hand side and it just looked goofy, and I had to take the truck over to my welding shop to have another puller made for the steering wheel. So I had them level the bed, and I had them cut down some bumpers. These are actual truck bumpers that go with this vehicle, except they were too tall because this is not the correct bed on here. Anyway, they cut down these bumpers, and now they fit really nice. I was surprised I was able to bolt these in place, because I thought probably you'd have to weld them, but he found a way to do it, and there it is. It's welded there. Same deal with this one over here, and then over here again you can see it's welded. There's a bolt through the bottom. Okay, let's go to the truck inside, and I designed up a different puller, and he made that for me. So with any luck at all, we should be able to pull that off. So that's a nice sturdy one. I've already cranked it down a few times this morning. I'm going to let it sit for a while, see if it maybe just pops off by itself. If not, after about an hour I'll come out. I'll crank it down some more. Okay, that's all the exciting stuff going on here today. Door panel. Alright, it's June 29th. The steering wheel came off yesterday. So now I'm faced with an issue with some gorilla who owned this truck previously. I guess he tried to get that wheel off as well. And he'd used this outer tube. So what he attempted to do was to try to remove the steering wheel, I guess. And he was using, there's a lip here, or a ridge, I don't know what you want to call it, around that edge. And in the process of trying to get that steering wheel off, he bent the crap out of this lip. So a lot of it's bent back. Actually, it's inside here. And I got a bushing here. There it is. That bushing is supposed to be down in that hole, right down in there. and it's supposed to center that shaft. Well, I don't know what happened to the original one, but over the years, I don't know if it could have disintegrated or this wheel had been off once before. For some reason, that bushing is gone. I don't know where it went. So anyway, I've got to get in here, and I've got a little tool that I got that I'm going to use to grind that hole. I was going to show you the little tool, but I don't know what I did with it. It's like everything, I misplaced stuff. So anyway, that's the job for the next day or two or whatever, to see if I can't grind that out. So I got a shim I'm going to put in there to kind of hold it off to one side. I've got to do it here, and it looks like I've probably got to do it over there as well. So anyway, we'll talk at you later. Yeah, where's the tool? Duh. I put it in my drill motor. Yeah, okay. So anyway, there's the drill. Well, it's a little small grinder, and I'm thinking maybe with any luck I'll be able to use that. We'll see. Well, by golly, I got lucky. I was able to get in there and grind away the offending metal, and I've got the bushing started too. So there it is. It's on the way down, and I'm driving it in with a good old Craftsman socket. A little tapping, and I should be able to get it down there so it's flush, I hope. The other issue is here with this steering wheel is, again, some gorilla, some idiot that was in a hurry, messed up a couple of the lead threads here. Looks like it was hit a few times with a hammer. So I think maybe the fix for that is I'll just take a file and file those threads down so I can at least start the nut. Anyway, fun and games. Alright, it's August 3rd. I was able to get the wheel off. Finally, the puller that I helped design popped off the wheel nicely, and I've replaced. I put that bushing in. It's this black area right here. Well, I screwed up. I should have greased that bushing, put it in, and then I realized afterwards, oh, I forgot to grease it. So now the wheel really works really tight. Squeaks, makes horrible noises. I'm going to put the wheel on. I soaked this with a little bit of liquid wrench. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think I know what I'm going to have to do, but let's see. It's been sitting for a couple of days. Let's see if that liquid wrench soaked through. I doubt it. Nah, didn't work. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. So let me take this wheel off. This is what I've decided to do. I am going to take my drill motor, and this bushing is pressed in here. It's super tight. I had to pound it down in with a heavy hammer. I am going to take this drill motor and I'm going to drill me some passages right there. Be an oil passage. If I drill maybe about 4 of those around the sides of the column and the inside, the idea of the bushing, I should be able to lubricate that. So let's give that a shot. If it doesn't work, it looks like I might have to pull this whole steering column out, right down to the steering box under the floorboards. And man, I do not want to get into that horror story. Okay. There we have it. we have 4 holes drilled in the ID of that rubber bushing. So now we'll get some lube. See if we can't let that sit for another day or two, and maybe it'll soak down into that column area that's so tight. Here's hoping. Alright, it's August the 11th. The temperature's about 95 degrees today, which is pretty cool, actually, considering it was 105 a few days back. So anyway, I'm out here working on this noisy ass bushing in here, and I thought about trying to pull it out, and that's next to impossible, because you can't get the steering column loose at the bottom. Everything's so old in this truck that it's a horror story. So I decided what I'd do is I'm going to drill some big holes in the top of this bushing, and that's where these big holes you see right there. And that did the trick. I had to put in, I believe I put 5 of them in there. Yes, I did. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I put the wheel on, I turned it, it's finally free, there's no more noise, and I love the truck again. So I'm going to pack those holes with some grease, and I'm going to put the steering wheel back on. Alright. Well, the wheel's back on. It's all nicely greased. The only thing I have to do is put on the nut at the top of the column here. And that's not a big deal. But let's try it first before I do that. So here we go. Here's the test. Oh my God. Oh, a little squeak. I got a feeling that's going to go away as I use this wheel. So that's one lock. Let's go to the other lock. Oh, this is almost like power steering. Of course, I got the front wheels off the ground. Okay, there's the other lock. So we're good. Alright, so now all I have to do is put the nut on, and we're back in business. And then after that, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this window out of this passenger side door. My neighbor says he knows how to get it out. There's something about a couple of screws, but I see 2 screws, but they don't do anything except hold the glass in. And I still can't fish it out, so we'll see what he can do. Okay, later.